I mean, Martin Scorsese directing a movie in Boston, I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Is that your thing? You come into a bar, you read some obscure passage, and then pretend you pawn it off as your own idea just to impress some girls? Embarrass my friend?
The genesis of it, I was preparing an audition for the movie Rudy. I got it down. I spent a few hours on it and I knew what I was doing. And then I started to audition for the movie that I wished I was making. And in my mind, I was auditioning for Martin Scorsese and Robert De Niro was sitting across from me.
You lecturing me on life? Look at you, burnout. What winds your clock?
Ben and I, like, throughout that whole process, talked about writing the movie that we wanted to see. If we liked it, then it was okay. I would say that that's a good thing to any young actors or writers out there. Do the thing that you want to do it the way you want to do it, and you can live with it if other people don't like it.
Which one will it be? You're gonna get charged, you know that. You think I'm afraid of you, big You're crowding the play.
I'd done more cerebral, kind of very verbal roles where they required a lot of talking. That character didn't talk much at all.
I haven't talked to anybody in a while.
Yeah, but we're not talking. I'm talking.
So I overtrained for everything. I started boxing. I started doing these martial arts to try to incorporate into the movie. There was this former shotgunner from a SWAT team. We would shoot guns for, hours and hours, because in the script, Tony Gilroy had written, the first time he picks up a gun, he throws it down because he realizes that he's held a gun before. And I remember sitting and watching Red Sox games, just loading and unloading this replica gun, just because I wanted it to be really familiar in my hand. So I was really overtraining because I wanted to be accepted as an action star, because I didn't see myself that way either.
I'm just trying to do the right thing.
Nobody does the right thing.
Thank God you're all right. We were very worried.
Who are you?
This is Sergeant Sullivan. I'm taking over Queenan's unit.
That was a dream job. I mean, Martin Scorsese directing a movie in Boston, I was like, you got to be kidding me. Mark and I, we're playing jazz with our roles, you know what I mean? Because we had this huge foundation already. It was a dream job.
Problem?
You just begin. You do the math. You solve one problem, then you solve the next one, and then the next. And if you solve enough problems, you get to come home.
There was nothing bad about that. I have to say, I had so much fun with Ridley. We both work fast, and we both come very prepared. So, like, the very first thing that we shot that first moment where Mark Watney wakes up and he realizes he's alone and he's talking to the camera.
Hello, this is Mark Watney, astronaut.
They locked me into the hab. Everyone's outside, we were on a soundstage in Budapest. And I just started doing it, and I did it. The hab cracks open, and Ridley comes running in. He goes, "You and me could do 2 movies at a time." I was like, yeah? He's like, yeah, man, this is awesome. Like, let's go. We crushed that. We finished 2 days early.
You gave me a rough route, Ridley.
I rehearse, but I like to rehearse with the other actors. In this case, like, it was just me. And so I knew that thing like I'd been performing it on Broadway for 3 years. And so for him, like, that's a dream. Like, we went really fast and had a lot of fun.
Consider this. I'd get to fly around like Iron Man.
It's a story about this guy. He's failed as a father in a lot of ways. He carries all this grief and pain and shame about it. He's trying to repair this relationship with his daughter.
She's my little girl.
Dad, please.
I thought it was so beautifully written. But what I didn't know was like the specificity of this roughneck culture. So when I went down there, it gave me everything I needed. Like the way the guy walked, what he wore, his attitude about everything.
I'm trying to get my little girl out of jail. That's all I give a damn about.
You sound very American right now.
Good, I am.
The movies I grew up loving were about people, and people have flaws, and movies can be about that. And this guy is flawed, and he makes some terrible decisions.
What did you do?
I hope that when you see the movie, you accept him as a human being.
You just have to trust me.